honestly, spookiest thing of all, being single. Spooky, during like Halloween season. Spooky.
I hated that.
Did you? Oh man, I kind of thought it was
Spooky.
funny.
I loved it because I hated it. If that makes sense.
That would have been funny if we would have thought about that, like the spookiest thing of all, and then it would have been like men in flip flops, like all of like these like
That is spooky.
Oh, it's funny.
It's been forever.
Hey guys, welcome back to It's Been Forever. I'm Meredith.
I'm Casey.
And I'm Kiki.
And today...
Kiara,
Okay, well, I wanted to do it because I think it's time after 3 seasons to introduce my nickname that you both don't know me as, but people here do. So I'm gonna say that. Sorry. Kiki. That's all. Continue, Mare. Sorry.
I'm Case. Drop the Y.
I'm
okay.
Death.
Drop the mare.
Drop
I'm
the
actually
mare.
crying. Drop the mare.
I'm Edith.
What?
Okay, we're gonna.
Why do
roll
I kind
with
of like that?
that. Edith.
Edith, yo, what's up? I'm Edith. That's
Okay,
kind of a fun, like, retro name.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Anyways, like, my other name, my mom was going to name me Margaret. She wanted Margaret. My dad wanted Meredith.
So cute.
Yeah, I
That
think
actually is
Margaret would
really
have been
cute.
kind of cute.
I
But
think
would I be like
either
Mark?
one suits you. Either one suits you, honestly.
Yeah, thank
Maggie?
you.
Gret.
Maggie?
Maybe Gret.
No.
Maybe
Greta?
cigarette? Do you think Greta
Maybe
comes
sick?
from that?
Maybe
Siggy?
maybe Stogie.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, anyways.
Anyway.
That's our intro.
I
Today,
cannot.
because let's see, today is the 35th. Tomorrow is Halloween.
It's Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
So we're gonna do some spooky stories tonight.
Spooky.
But before we do that, Kiara, I almost said Kiki. Oh my gosh.
Come on now.
Kiara,
now.
It was catching on.
we need an update on your living situation.
Yeah.
Update.
We do.
Update.
We really, really do. So if you've been following along, listener, last week the quick update was we had a little bit of flooding in our home, and there was a big back and forth debate with our landlord of prices and blah, 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 blah. So the most recent update is did I share that I did have a conversation with him, like, on our porch about, like, the details? Okay.
No.
So I had a conversation with him on the porch about the details.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I didn't get that.
Anyways, it was, when something's just eating at you and you're kind of so nervous, anxious to, like, say. Honestly, it was a similar feeling I had when I ended my relationship, and like not in parallel, but just like the same anxious, like, oh my gosh, I have to have this conversation. I don't want to, but I need to have it. So anyways, I mainly was texting him and was like, hey, like, I would love to get more context. Can you come and, like, can we chat about it? Because up until this point, I had kind of been the communicator to him through it all. My roommate is moving to the UK, and so it's like, I don't think that you need to deal with all of that. I'll just at least talk. Like, I'm not gonna agree to anything.
Yeah.
But anyways, in the conversation, I literally planned it out. I'm like psychotic, but before, like, an intense conversation, I'm like, I need to repeat it so that I have my, like, talking points, if you know what I'm
my
like.
gosh.
Yeah.
You know how many
bad
alone
at
make believe
winging.
conversations I've had in my car?
Okay, good.
Totally.
You're not
Good.
psycho. Maybe we're
Listeners-
all psycho and everyone else
Right.
is normal, but
Yeah.
Send us an email if you're that way. Shameless plug. We need your emails. Our inbox has been flooded, but we need some specifics about this situation. So let us know
If you're Kiara's landlord, send us an email and let us know how much
gosh.
money she owes.
Please, actually, if you are listening, I am just sorry. I hope
Mortified.
this man doesn't know.
Anyways,
Back to the story. So I had practiced, and I really wanted to start the conversation with, like, hey, like, we've loved living in this house for 4 years, which is pretty good amount of
Significant.
time for people. And me and one of them have been there for 4 years. The other two are, like, newer. So anyways, just been pretty much started off by saying like, thank you for all like that you've done, blah blah. And then I'm like, I want to like know though like what it is that you like believe that you saw like down the drain, like down the pipes, because for us we've all talked and like no one's doing what you said, like no one's intentionally like hurting the pipes essentially. And he's like, no, I've been doing this for 25 years, clear as day. It definitely was some kind of a non-flushable wipe. And I was like,
So he has
okay.
some sort of accent then.
No, I don't know what that was.
What?
He has
You
the
did
whitest.
not just make that up. No, you
Kiara.
didn't.
Well, I need to be a different person for the sake of the story.
Lower
You
your
don't though.
voice.
You don't though.
but-
No, honestly, you don't need another voice.
Well, I don't even know.
Howdy doody there, ladies.
Honestly, I don't even know where that came from. I think that is a once in a lifetime voice because I couldn't even replicate that right now, to be honest. Anyways,
So he
25
actually
years.
like went into the pipes. I didn't know that.
He
part.
did. Exactly. So this is a part that, upon more context, I'm kind of understanding. Maybe we were in the wrong.
Oh.
Just in the sense of like he did. So I mean, the matter was like he went in. There was like a little bit of like there was water standing on half of the room in the bathroom. So this is the master. So it has its own
Yeah.
bath and everything. And cleaned it up, and then he had to like remove the toilet and like go down, like rent something to like go down in the pipes to see what was clogging it essentially before like water kept, spilling out. And in all of that, he even said like in his text, he's like, trust me, I don't think any of you would have wanted to like clean up feces around like your bed. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, definitely not. But because like for me, I'm just hearing like kind of secondhand what's
Yeah.
happening. Anyways, and he
Because
did
it wasn't
send-
your room.
because it wasn't my room. Yeah. So I was like, I need to understand a little bit more. Anyways, something definitely clogged it. Whether it was somebody's fault. Like I don't think anyone is intentionally doing that anyways, but something did clog it. I'm honestly at this point texting my one friend who's in law school. So I'm like, "Hey, can you look over the contract that we have? Can you just find out any details, any loopholes potentially?" Yeah, so anyways, after thinking about it, long story short, we kind of just came to the conclusion we're going to get the quote from him. So that was a thing that when we talked on the porch, like, he's like, I'll come up with the quote, give it to you. And so we each have to pay 500 essentially. So it's a good chunk of money.
That's a decent amount of money.
Could be worse. That's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. So that's where we're like, okay, how much do we fight this? Which I think initially we're like, gloves on.
Yeah.
And then at this point we're like, if we do want to combat this and like try to bring the price down at all, maybe we could. But also like for the three of us, it's like we don't have a backup place to live, like because what if he does kick us out, what if whatever. And honestly, again, up to this point had very minimal, like he's a great landlord. I think this was the thing that just like broke the camel's back, so to say, because it was a big issue and it like caused damage. So anyways, we're kind of on like not good terms. Well, not good terms. It's just sticky. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Sticky.
Yeah, it's just sticky. So anyways, we're just gonna do it. So the one that went to the UK just didn't get her security deposit back. 3 of us are paying 500, and that's that. So, but even today, the weird thing was like even today. So he's redoing the flooring, like tonight when we're recording, and I was like, well, there's a bunch of like holes in my room, and the girl's moving in on Wednesday, our new roommate, and he's like, oh, no worries, like I'll just like patch up like the holes and like paint it for you. So like there is like. So it's like we're having this big dispute because I think it's a lot of money, and then all these things that we probably shouldn't do anyways because it's a contract. Like the holes, he's like, no worry, like it's fine. So it's like just a weird dynamic, and that's that. We might just, depending on where we're at emotionally, in April, maybe we'll just like find another place.
Yeah.
But I mean, the good news is I can move into the new room tomorrow, so that's exciting.
Oh, yay.
That is nice.
And I found somebody that wants to buy. Listen, okay, listeners, I think you'll find this funny, and you guys do probably. But I literally have a twin bed. I kid you not. I've been having a twin bed since probably college because I shared a room with somebody after college when I came to the internship, and then I just kept it because I'm like, why would I need a bigger bed? And then also I was like, well, if I get married by 2020, I'm gonna have a bigger bed. That didn't happen. So I still have my twin bed, but I found somebody that wants to buy it, which is great because Gabby left like her bed for me which I think
Oh,
is a
That's
queen.
really nice.
so
So
you're
I know,
you're
so that was
going
really
up
sweet.
to a queen.
Yay.
Congratulations!
Thank you. It's a
You
big
deserve
day
it,
for me.
queen.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
can,
Thank you. So
Actually, like have your
excited.
legs like spread apart a little bit instead of like pressed together.
Oh, that's actually insane because I can move my leg like 90 degrees and my foot's off the bed currently. And I'm ready to not have that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, that's the update. So, my little
so
name
happy
today is
for
almost
you.
new
Yay.
room. So,
Almost
the only
new
thing too,
room.
almost new boom. Now I have to fill it, which I mean is great, but I keep looking. Oh, my latest addiction. This is actually what I wanted to talk about. My little update is I'm addicted to Facebook Marketplace.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you
Yeah.
were gonna say that.
As you should be. It's so
It's
good.
so good.
Yes.
There's like good stuff on there, and like
Yeah,
I've sold
I
a
will-
good amount on there.
Our whole living room, a lot of our furniture is Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook.
Facebook. Granted, we usually have to drive to Sioux Falls to get like the good stuff, but we'll do
Ew.
it.
Okay.
I mean, we'll do it. There's some
You
local
want-
stuff that's good, that's worth it, but
I know. Sometimes it is like worth the drive if you're like that thing retails for like 500 and you're selling
Yeah.
it for $1.
yes,
That's true.
I don't
We
know.
got
So I'm
like a
trying to-
couch set for like $900
Oh, nice.
that are like practically new.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
Awesome.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good money making business too. One of my friends is like more so addicted than I. Like she will get something like for like cheap and then like redo it and then sell it. And she makes money off
Mm.
it. I'm not quite
I
that
bet.
dedicated, but I do need new like I need like a dresser and nightstand. So I'm on the prowl.
Mm.
But anyway, so by the next podcast, I will have a new room.
Fun.
Which
That's
is
exciting.
fun.
Congratulations.
Yeah, happy for you,
Thank
Ki.
you.
You don't have to
thank
like get up
you.
in the middle of the night and like, where am I to go to the bathroom?
Correct. It's just gonna be right there.
Yes. Right there.
So I'm excited about
Just
that.
don't flush any
Yeah,
like
toilet
wipes
paper
or anything
only.
down the toilet.
Literally just with my one friend at work, like he's a dad of 2 and he's like, I can't remember the saying now, it literally blanked on me, but he's like, just pee and poo and blah 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 and do.
Oh
It's like a little saying.
no, I know. Let
What is
yellow
it?
mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Probably. That sounds right. Gross, but it's true.
Yeah.
So no
If
wipes
it's yellow,
for us.
let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Mary, I
Yep.
can't believe that you didn't know this, or did you?
That
Sounds like
saying?
something. Yeah.
I did.
Oh. Okay. You
I
gave
didn't
me
know
that.
that's the one you were talking about, though. I thought you were going to say
Oh.
new one.
What? Oh, okay.
That's my story.
Yay!
I like it. Thanks for that.
Sorry, I keep saying that.
I'm really excited because we decided tonight for our prompt we're gonna, share spooky stories to you guys. But the twist is ChatGPT is gonna write all of our spooky stories based off of a prompt that we gave it, and we don't know what each other's prompts is. So I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
Do you mind if I just go for it?
Please
Okay.
go.
So I reach out to ChatGPT and I say, hey, write me a scary story about a girl who doesn't know how to be on time and has no sense of direction.
That's actually
Stop
so
it.
funny.
Okay.
Stop.
And here we go. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. Once in a small, fog-laden town, there lived a girl named Lily. Despite her bright smile and kind heart, Lily had 2 peculiar flaws. She could never manage to be on time, and she had an awful sense of direction. Her friends often joked that she could get lost in her own backyard, and she took it in stride, laughing along. But deep down, she worried that her shortcomings would lead her into trouble. One faithful evening, Lily received an invitation to a special gathering at an old abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town. It was rumored to be haunted, and the townsfolk often spoke of the strange sounds that echoed through its halls at night. Despite her friends' warnings, Lily was excited and promised herself that she would arrive on time.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
The night of the gathering, she lost track of time while getting ready. Ugh, I get it. The clock struck 9, and panic gripped her as she rushed out the door. Armed with only a flickering flashlight and her determination, she set off towards the mansion. Why don't you have a car, Lily? Anyway, the fog rolled in thick, swallowing the moonlight and casting eerie shadows. Each step felt heavier as she ventured deeper into the woods, but her sense of adventure pushed her forward. After what felt like hours of wandering, she stumbled upon the mansion's wrought iron gates, creaking ominously as she pushed them open. Inside, the air was cold, and the floorboards groaned under her weight. The party should have been in full swing, but the mansion was eerily quiet. As she moved from room to room, the decor seemed frozen in time, layers of dust covering everything. Lily called out to her friends, but only her own voice echoed back. Suddenly, a chill ran down her spine. She felt as though someone or something was watching her. Ignoring her instincts, she continued exploring. Oh, Lily!
Get out!
In the dim light of her flashlight, she noticed a door slightly ajar at the end of a long hallway. Curiosity piqued. She approached and pushed it open.
No.
You never do that. You never do that, Lily.
Lily.
Inside, the room was lavishly decorated with a long table set for a feast, although no one was there. The flickering candlelight danced on the walls, casting shadows that seemed to shift and sway. As she stepped closer, the door slammed shut behind her, plunging the room into darkness. Heart racing, she turned to escape, but the door wouldn't budge. Panic set in. Hello? Is anyone there? She called out, but silence swallowed her words. The temperature dropped and she felt a cold breath on her neck. She spun around, her flashlight flickering wildly, illuminating fleeting glimpses of figures that seemed to dart just out of sight. Desperate, she began banging on the door, calling for help, but the sound only echoed back at her, mocking her cries. Then in the corner of the room, she saw a figure. A girl who looked like her, with an unnerving smile that sent shivers down her spine. Why are you late? The doppelganger asked her, her voice haunting, whispering, You were never meant to be here on time.
Stop.
Oh, gosh.
Lily's heart raced. At the realization dawned on her, this was not just a gathering. It was a trap.
No.
She stumbled back, searching for an escape as the shadows around her grew darker and more oppressive. The figures began to converge, their laughter echoing in her ears, taunting her. In a moment of desperation, Lily remembered the old tale. Oh my gosh, sorry. Lily remembered the old town tales about the mansion. They spoke of those who lost their way, trapped for eternity by their own mistakes. She focused on the door, and with all her strength, she pushed against it. To her surprise, it swung open, and she bolted into the hallway. She didn't look back. Running through the mansion's twisting corridors, her flashlight flickering as she raced towards the exit. Just as she reached the front door, she felt a cold grip around her ankle, pulling her back into the darkness.
Oh, gosh.
With a final surge of will, she kicked free and stumbled outside into the night, gasping for breath. The fog swallowed her as she ran, and she didn't stop until she reached the edge of town. The mansion disappeared behind her like a bad dream. From that night on, Lily was never late again. But the townsfolk whispered of a girl who wandered into the haunted mansion, always cautious of her unusual aura. A girl who learned the hard way that time and direction were more than mere concepts. They were the keys to freedom.
Wow.
So, guys, was it Lily who left?
That was a little bit of a journey.
Yeah, or was it her
Or was it
doppelganger?
her doppelganger?
I think it was her doppelganger.
Guess we'll never know.
I like that story.
Lily, you
Wow.
silly girl.
Silly Lily.
Silly Lily.
Silly
Silly
Lily.
Lily.
That was very well, written.
Yeah, good
Thanks,
job, chat.
ChatGPT.
Okay, chat.
Okay, chat, go off.
Come on now.
Okay.
Chad.
Did that teach me to never be late or to learn where I'm going? I don't know because
I'm gonna go with no.
I'm gonna go with no because I would have had a car and I had GPS. I wouldn't have wandered in the woods for what felt like hours, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my
You wouldn't have
gosh.
gone into the room with the door ajar.
No, I would have been like, peace.
Heck
I'm out of
no.
here.
Peace.
Deuces. Yeah, I probably never would have gone in. But I wonder
Oh
how
my
she got
gosh.
that invitation.
I do too.
I don't know. Anyway,
Not
All
the
right,
slight
something to think
breeze.
about.
I want to hear your story.
What my prompt to chat was, write me a really good spooky story for my podcast. I want it to be 7 minutes and I want it to happen in Christmas Valley, Oregon.
Shut up. That's so funny.
That's all I gave it. So I guess we're gonna see.
Well,
Guess
for
we're
those
gonna
of you who
see.
don't know, I have family that live in Christmas Valley, Oregon. It's the smallest town in the literal world, and
Please go look it up.
Kiara
right
has
now.
been there one time with me. That
I
is
have.
so funny that that's your location that you picked.
I know. Plus, you're
Oh.
wearing a sweatshirt from your grandma and it says Christmas Valley.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's where I got the inspo. Okay, ready? It's gonna be about 7 minutes apparently. So buckle up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. In the heart of Christmas Valley, Oregon, winter arrived early. A thick blanket of snow covered the ground, muting every sound except the eerie whistle of the wind sweeping through the desolate plains. Honestly, it's funny because like
knowing what Christmas Valley looks like and stuff, does it make sense?
Yes, to that. And then also like the way that chat is describing it is like not how I would describe a story, because it's like very like it's almost like not too descriptive, but it's like very descriptive.
It's
You know
a
what I mean?
story. It's a novel.
Well,
It's like a book when you're like, okay, I get it. Like, just get to
like,
what.
Like I
Yep.
get that it's in Christmas Valley. Okay, anyways.
Like there's a word minimum.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
we're
know,
just trying to
has to be
trying
this
to
many
get
words
there.
or more. Yeah.
Okay. Then it goes, Christmas Valley was quiet, too quiet, and the locals were used to it. But when strange things started happening in early December, even the town's longtime residents began to feel uneasy. Mila, which is funny because so that's what I accidentally read, and I thought it said Mira, and I was like, that's crazy.
That's funny.
No.
Say Mira
But it
instead
says
of Mila.
I will. Okay.
Say Mira instead of Mila.
Well, what if something happens to her?
She's fine.
Okay.
She's fine.
Mira, a young nurse who had recently moved to Christmas Valley, was one of the few residents who didn't seem afraid.
Well,
of
there's
the
not a
pills
hospital there, so I don't know where
passed
she
down.
works.
Oh.
But anyway.
Okay, well, chat didn't do its research. It's fine. She'd grown up in the city and thought of ghost stories as silly remnants of small town superstitions. But on one cold December evening, Mira found herself rethinking her skepticism. The evening started innocently enough. Mira was on her way to the small isolated clinic where she worked the night shift. The main road to the clinic wound through the heart of the valley, a route bordered by tall pines that looked like silent sentinels. Is that right? Sentinels. What is that? Sentinels? Sentinels? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. It's okay.
Anyways,
say it with
Move on.
confidence.
hopefully
and
it's
we'll
not important to the story.
add it to our episode last week.
Yeah, things I don't understand.
Centennials were everywhere, and then nothing mattered about the Centennials.
I'm crying. I think a centennial was like 100 years, but it's fine. But tonight, as she drove, Mira noticed that the road seemed darker, the trees somehow closer. The headlights barely cut through the dense fog rolling in, and her radio picked up only static. When she reached the clinic, the parking lot was empty, as usual. She walked in, locking the door behind her, and started her rounds. Most nights there were only a few patients, and tonight seemed no different. Just as she settled in, though, the lights flickered.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
It always starts with the flickering.
It always starts with the flickering. Sorry. I don't know why that got me, but it made me laugh.
Flickering. We love it.
Okay, she thought nothing of it until she heard the distinct sounds of footsteps echoing down the clinic's silent hallways. Footsteps, heavy, deliberate, coming toward her from somewhere deep within the building. Hello? She called out.
Okay, Mira's
Hello? Yeah, Mira's 80. Her voice trembling. See? No one no one answered, but the footsteps grew louder. Heart pounding, she grabbed a flashlight and moved down the hallway, flicking the beam from side to side. The clinic was empty. It should have been empty.
I heard I heard flicking the bean side to side.
You know what? I did too, but I was like, did I say it right?
Don't talk about Mira like that, Kiara.
Well, and that's
what the heck?
I'm sorry. That's why flickering got me because it's just. Oh gosh.
Whoa, okay.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
What
flicking the
beam?
The beam side
What?
to side. I don't know. I'm just
Where's
guessing like the
I'm trying to
handrail.
picture.
Handrail.
Okay.
That's what I'm envisioning at least.
Okay.
The clinic was empty. It should have been empty, but something about these footsteps seemed familiar.
Oh.
She could almost feel a presence, like she wasn't alone. Mira began to search the rooms one by one. Okay, brave girl.
Mira, what the heck?
What?
Did I not
What are you-
teach you better than that?
What are you doing, Mira? Until she reached the end of the hall where the final door led to the basement. Of course. Okay. The footsteps
Lord.
had stopped, but an uneasy silence took over. She felt an unnatural cold as she opened the door and descended the narrow staircase, her breath visible by the icy air. At the bottom, she found something chilling. Scattered across the floor were files, patient files, each one belonging to locals who had gone missing over the last decade. Oh, it's juicy. Locals no one ever seemed to talk about. One by one, she picked up the files, her hands trembling, as she read names she recognized. Casey, what are some names? Just kidding.
Cameron
Auntie Fofo.
McCord. No, Auntie Fofo doesn't live in the valley. She lives, she lives in the valley over here, not over there.
Okay. Names she remembered or recognized. Old timers, quiet folks, people who had vanished without a trace. As she turned the last page, the lights went out, plunging her into total darkness. In the stillness, a whisper floated through the air, barely audible but unmistakable. Help us. Oh, I hate that. Okay.
Help us.
I know. She tried to run, but something cold and unyielding grabbed her wrist, pulling her down. Her flashlight dropped, rolling across the floor, and for a split second, its beam illuminated a face. A face pale as death, with hollow eyes staring right through her. Her scream died in her throat as the figure faded, leaving only the sound of her heartbeat pounding in her ears. Okay, how long? Okay.
7 minutes. You requested a 7-minute story.
We're at 6:30 right now. With all her strength, she broke free, racing back up the stairs, down the hall, and out of the clinic. She didn't stop running until she reached her car. As she sped away, she glanced in the rearview mirror. Standing in the clinic window was a figure, a faint silhouette watching her go as if bidding her farewell, of warning her not to come back.
Stop.
Mira quit her job the next day.
Good, Mira.
Good girl.
That's a funny little take. Leaving Christmas Valley behind, but no matter how far she went, she never escaped that cold, desperate voice that still whispered in her dreams, "Help us." And the clinic, well, it remains just as empty as it always was, or so the townspeople say. The end.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
That's it.
All right,
That's all we
Mira,
got.
did you not go to the police?
I know, Mira. I know there's so many questions I have for Mira, so can you...
But they would think you're crazy if you go to the
I
police and you
know.
tell them that.
But if
think
they went to the basement and you have all the patient files of all the people that
Yeah,
have gone
I
missing.
guess.
But you know what's going to happen? They're going to go there, and then the basement's going to be perfectly fine. It's going to be warm. It's going to be no files on the ground, and the police are going to be like, everything's going to be cleared up by the next day because of how...
Whatever. I'm glad Mira quit, and I'm glad she got out of there.
Anyways, Mira quit, and she's fine.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Atta girl. Noah walked up the stairs right at the end of that, and it scared the crap out of me.
Oh, gosh.
I just saw a figure.
A faint cold. Okay,
Help
Mira, I'm
us.
excited for you.
Okay. So for my prompt, I typed in, let me see. I typed in, give me a spooky story that isn't too scary, but has a good plot twist. But then I was jealous because you guys made them a little bit personal. So then I said, same prompt, but about 3 girls in Denver.
Oh.
I thought about doing it in Denver, and then I was scared. So
because
this is basically
we're going to be
a
in
prediction.
Denver.
So this is a prediction of what our trip is going to be.
Correct.
Well,
correct.
I kind of hope not. Okay.
Well, it's not that
Well,
scary.
yeah, hopefully not.
That's true. Not that scary.
Okay. It's called The Last Train Home.
Oh my gosh. Yours has a name?
As a title.
I said
I
and
didn't get
didn't,
that.
but it's fine.
Sorry about it. It was a chilly Halloween night in Denver, and 3 best friends, Lena, Marisol, or Marisol.
Marisol.
I know it's Marisol. That actually, fun fact, that was my name in Spanish class in high school
Congratulations.
wow.
because we had to pick
Does-
Spanish names, and it
Was
means
it good?
Meredith in Spanish.
Good choice.
Lena,
I love it.
Marisol, and Taylor.
So who is who in this?
Spanish girls and
Okay.
one white girl.
All right. I'm Marisol.
Okay.
No, I just said that was me.
No, I won it. I claimed it.
No, you're Lena.
Fine.
And I'm
then you're Taylor. Kiki is
Kiara-
Taylor.
Why did I
Kiki
feel
is
like I was
Taylor.
giving Taylor
Uh,
energy?
You are giving Taylor energy.
Yeah.
All right. Lena, Marisol, and Taylor had just finished trick-or-treating. Though they were 16 and a little old for it, they liked the tradition. Their plan was to walk to Lena's house for a sleepover, but Taylor had an idea. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's take the light rail, Taylor suggested, grinning. We've never done it this late before. It'll be fun.
Nice going.
The
Kiara.
Denver light rail. Yeah, Kiara, you're killing us.
Sounds kind of like me, so yeah.
The Denver light rail had a bit of a reputation. Some said that the last train, the one that ran at midnight, was haunted. The story went that every Halloween, if you stayed on until the end of the line, strange things happened. People said the train wouldn't stop where it was supposed to, and if it did stop, not everyone would get off. That's just a
leaving
dumb
you,
urban
Taylor.
legend.
That's rude.
That's just a dumb urban legend, Marisol. I feel dumb saying her name. I'm going to say it wrong every time.
Nope. You have to.
Mar-
You
okay.
wanted it.
I did. That's just a dumb urban legend, Marisol scoffed. But Lena wasn't so sure. Maybe we should just walk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Where's your sense of adventure? Taylor said, nudging her.
Ah!
Against
Wow.
their better judgment, Lena and Marisol followed Taylor to the station.
Why? That doesn't sound like something we would do.
I'm an influencer. So
The
stupid, sorry.
the girls boarded the nearly empty train at 11:55 p.m. Okay, so that's 5 minutes from midnight in case
Okay.
maths. The car was eerily quiet. I think the word eerie came up in each of our stories, but
I think it did
it was
too.
eerily quiet
Mm.
except for the soft hum of the wheels on the tracks. A couple of strangers sat scattered throughout, their faces hidden behind costumes or hats. They sat near the back, chatting to ease the unease creeping in. The overhead lights flickered occasionally.
Ah, okay.
Flickering
there was
lights,
flickering in
guys!
every
Flicker.
single one. Flicker.
Making the car
Flicker.
feel more unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
As the train pulled away, Marisol leaned close and whispered, "Guys, look." She nodded toward the far end of the car. A little girl, wearing an old-fashioned white dress and carrying a tattered stuffed rabbit, stood near the door. Her pale face was expressionless, and her eyes seemed too wide for her small face.
Is this Lainey?
Stop it! It does kind of
was
describe
good.
her to
I
a
was
T.
like, pale.
Pale,
That's actually
big
good.
eyes.
Blue eyes. That's funny.
That's weird, Lena whispered. Where are her parents? Taylor shrugged, though her confident smirk had faded. Maybe she's someone's little sister, or just part of some costume. The train rattled on, and the girls didn't move. What?
Kiara shrugged. When you said Taylor shrugged,
Taylor
and
shrugged.
she was like, whatever.
Sorry. I was like actually at the story. I'm like,
It was so funny. And I'm going to pee.
oh,
Okay.
that made me cry. Okay, so Taylor shrugged.
So Taylor shrugged, though her confident smirk had faded. Maybe she's someone's little sister, or just part of some costume. The train rattled on, and the girl didn't move. The friends tried to ignore her, but every time Lena glanced back, the girl was staring directly
Ew,
at
I
them.
would go up and punch her right in the face.
Lena,
That's what Lena would do.
That's what
glance
Lena
back,
would do.
Lena.
At the next stop, the train doors hissed open, but no one got on or off. The 3 girls exchanged nervous looks. That was weird, Marisol muttered. Taylor tried to brush it off. Probably just a glitch. Suddenly, the train lurched forward. faster than before, as if it were rushing towards something unseen. Lena gripped the edge of her seat. Why is it going so fast? The lights flickered again, longer this time, plunging the car into momentary darkness. Casey just flickered her lights.
In case
for
you
our
didn't
listeners.
know, Meredith and I were in a play, so we do have an acting background.
So
yeah, in case you
dumb.
didn't know this, we're actresses.
Actually been in plays too. Sorry, I wasn't in Little
Okay,
Women.
Sorry, the three of us. Sorry, flicker. Okay.
Flicker.
Okay,
Yeah, the
sorry,
lights
this
flickered
story's
again, longer this time, plunging the car into momentary darkness. When they came back on, the little girl was sitting much closer.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, get
Oh.
out of there.
Just a few
Lady,
rows
you
away. you
No.
freak. Marisol gasped. She wasn't there a second ago. Stop it, you're freaking me out, Taylor whispered, though her voice was shaky. The train sped past another station without stopping. Okay, I'm officially not cool with this, Lena said, standing up.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm officially not cool with this.
I'm officially not cool with this.
We need to get off now. The train's intercom crackled and a mechanical voice answered, End of the line. Next stop, Washington Station. That's not even a real stop, Marisol said, wide-eyed.
Oh.
Taylor tried to act calm. Maybe it's some kind of Halloween prank, but her voice cracked slightly. Then the little girl stood up. She held the stuffed rabbit in one hand and pointed at the three of them with the other. Her lips parted into a strange, too wide smile, and she whispered, Time to go. The lights flickered off again, and the train plunged into total darkness. There's a lot of plunging.
There's so much plunging
And like
flickering.
wide smiles.
And also like total darkness.
Total darkness.
Like you can't see anything, you guys.
No,
It's
total,
not even a
guys.
light.
You thought darkness? No, total.
Lena fumbled for her phone's flashlight, but when she turned it on, the girl was right in front of them.
Oh
She
my gosh,
smiled,
I wanna punch
Her
in the
eyes
face.
her eyes gleaming unnaturally.
Ew.
You shouldn't have stayed on the train, she whispered.
Oh.
The train screeched to a sudden stop, throwing the girls off balance. When the lights came back on, the car was empty. The girls looked around, their hearts pounding. The little girl and the other passengers were gone. The train doors hissed open, and beyond them was nothing but darkness. Let's get out of here, Lena whispered urgently. The girls scrambled off the train onto the platform. They looked around, expecting to see a station, buildings, lights, anything, but there was nothing. Just endless fog rolling over dark tracks. Where are we? Marisol whispered, her breath coming out in white puffs. That means it was cold. Thank you.
I think we all
Then-
saw our breath in every story.
Yeah, no, literally.
ChatGPT is unoriginal.
I know. That's what
It's
we're
like it's
learning.
getting its information from one source.
Yeah.
Then, without warning, the train doors slammed shut behind them and the car sped off, vanishing into the mist. For a moment, the girls just stood there, stunned. Then Lena saw it, another train, slowly pulling into the station, its windows dark. Look, she shouted. But as the train came to a stop, the doors opened, and they saw themselves sitting inside, wide-eyed and terrified, exactly as they had just been moments earlier. The three girls standing on the platform stared at their identical reflections on the train. The other versions of themselves looked back, desperately banging on the windows, screaming something they couldn't hear. The train's intercom crackled to life once more. All aboard for the final ride home. The girls on the platform turned and ran, the sound of the train's doors closing echoing behind them. They ran through the fog, hearts pounding, until they reached a familiar sight, their original light rail station. It was 12:01 a.m. They never spoke of the incident again, but every Halloween, at exactly midnight, Lena, Marisol, and Taylor avoid the light rail and wonder if, somewhere, their other selves are still trapped on that endless ride through the fog.
Ooh.
Screw Taylor.
Screw
I
Taylor. It's all
know.
Taylor's
She's
fault.
kind of the worst. It also kind of sounds like something I would do. Egg us on to do something. That one was. I liked that one.
I almost in a way feel like yours was scarier, even though you asked for something.
I
that
know.
was
I
Well,
was
wild.
okay,
also gonna say
And I'm
that.
looking at the first one, the one that I did before, and I just read the ending, and it was scary.
What was it?
What
Can
is
you read
it?
it?
Yeah, well, it's so my original prompt was give me a spooky story that isn't too scary but has a good plot twist. And this is the last paragraph. That night, as Ben got into bed, he found a small brown box waiting under his pillow. Inside was the doll, not a doll, that must have been important in the story, was the doll, smiling wider than ever, and a note that simply said, "See you next Halloween."
Gross.
Ew. Ew.
Okay.
Fun. Halloween.
I guess don't ask for it to be a mild, scary story because it
I know.
won't listen to you.
It won't be. It's scary.
That's scary.
So,
I don't
anyways,
like that.
happy
Oh.
Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween. I hope we didn't
Happy
scare you too much.
Halloween.
Or how should I say? Hope we didn't scare you too much there.
Yeah, happy Halloween, girls.
Happy
And
Halloween.
stop flushing your wipes.
The scariest thing of them all.
Honestly,
Finding
death.
something down your drain. Do you guys really remember what you were when you were younger? Did you dress up for Halloween?
I remember I was the trick-or-treat God bless girl. We didn't do a whole lot.
Trick or treat, God bless.
Trick or treat, God bless. What are you gonna do with your kids? Or is that a controversial
We'll trick-or-treat.
thing?
Of
Okay.
course we'll go, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a
have-
God bless.
Not a God bless. We have good family friends that they have a big family Halloween costume party, so we always go there. So we'll do that again this year.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, we
What
had a
is
costume
Lainey
party.
gonna be?
I haven't made it yet. I'm kind of nervous. I'm gonna make her a little cotton candy
Oh, cute.
costume.
Stop.
'Cause she's already a little pink little girl. Her skin's white and pink. Might as
That's
well
actually
just
kind
lean
of
into it.
adorable.
So funny.
That's adorable.
So I got a white long sleeve onesie and a white hat, and I got polyfill that's in a
Mhm.
pillow, and I'm gonna spray paint that pink and then glue it to the stuff,
Perfect.
and
To
then
her.
roll up
Oh,
paper
okay.
and put it on the hat.
That's
So
super cute.
hopefully it looks cute. I looked up a bunch of DIY things, but I'm such a ramrod that crafts never actually end up great.
Well, maybe
I'm
this time you
excited.
take your time.
And that is a cliffhanger for later.
Oh.
We'll post pictures. Mira's going to be
Okay.
a ladybug. Someone gave her
Stop.
little bottoms that have little buttons and then polka dots on it. And then it comes with a hat with little antennas sticking out the
Wait,
top.
that's so cute.
Yeah.
I think it's for
Love
honestly,
that.
especially babies.
It's for the parents.
babies dressed up, the
Mhm.
cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I
Speaking
thought
of
about
dressing
taking
up-
her. Oh,
I was just going to say that I'm currently dressed up as an old woman. So
Yeah,
we're,
true. We kind of
we're
skipped
recording
past
this
that.
as I'm a old woman. So
yes. What
I
would your
put a
old
mole
woman
above
name
my
be?
lip. Helga.
Helga, with the mole
Red-
on your lip. You're Helga.
Oh,
Helga.
giving me Helga
Yeah.
vibes.
Man, we used to dress up for fun in college. Actually, I was telling Casey right before we pressed record on this that at least our mod freshman year, we had this thing called the Mod Olympics. So each section of the hall played each other in a bunch of games first week of school, and we dressed up like old ladies.
We
And
did.
what's actually kind of crazy now, this is randomly coming back to me, but this exact outfit that I thrifted in Kansas, I found, and I literally found an old lady that was wearing the same, it
No, you
almost
did not.
identical, top and bottom, here in North Carolina, one of the first couple years.
That's
And
funny.
I think I have the picture. I mean, it's somewhere, but I remember looking at it and be like, am I looking at my own self in 60 years? Because I'm like, this is a little weird. But it's the same floral top, same brown pleated pants. It's kind of funny. I know.
Are you guys dressing up for
Too
Halloween?
random. Probably not.
I
I think
think
I'm gonna go do some, but
We thought about, because Lainey's cotton candy, I was like, I feel like I spent money on all this stuff for her. I didn't think about
Yeah.
ours. So we might, tell me if this is demeaning or not, if this is bad. We might dress up as carnies,
Oh no, that's
a
hilarious.
carnival.
That's
I don't know. And
hilarious.
because she's cotton candy.
No, I love that.
wait, that's cute.
Or you
So,
could be
but I don't wanna
circus,
be
or you could be
yeah.
circus people.
Yeah. But I feel like we could do carnies with what we have.
Oh,
ratty,
totally.
Yeah.
ratty
yeah,
clothes.
no, totally.
Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
demeaning to
People know what
carnival workers?
No, people
Oh,
know
okay.
what carnies are. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Bryce
that's
and
an
I
idea.
We're
went
dressing up as
to-
Carney, Nebraska.
nice.
That's funny.
Bryce and I went to a costume party last weekend, and we were dressed up as Morticia and Gomez.
I
Oh my God,
love
saw
that. It looks
you guys
so good.
crushed it. We're gonna have to post that picture because it
we'll
looks
post
so
a picture.
good.
It's really, really funny because brace, his hair is so like wiry and hard to deal with, and I needed to put a middle part. You guys, the amount of product that is in his hair, and I couldn't even do I couldn't even do a part all the way back. I just had to settle with like a little
Just
part
the
in the
front.
front.
A little part, a frontal part.
I bet it just stuck up like.
Yes. And Mira was also at that party. She's dressed up as a strawberry.
Cute.
Stop it. Wait, did
Strawberry
you send
baby.
I
that?
didn't
Yes.
actually take a picture. Forgot.
Oh,
Of her?
well, that's a little
Yeah, I
bit
totally
of a
forgot.
bummer.
Yeah,
but
my bad,
that's
guys.
Okay. That's okay.
But she kept staring at me all night because my face is very white.
Yeah.
this.
She was. Who's my mom?
She's like,
She didn't ever get scared of anyone, no matter
Okay.
how they were dressed up. So she just kept staring at me like, "You are my mom, but you're not my mom."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
just
With
stared
my
at me all night.
mom.
But she did kind of smile a couple times too. So she wasn't
That's
that freaked
good.
out, I guess. But it was.
These
it
look
was pretty
so
funny.
good.
You know what party that's coming back to me from college?
Was it the pajama party?
It was the pajama party. Oh gosh, I don't even know how we got into this mess. Were you there?
No, Mare was not there. It was just.
I don't
us
remember
two.
this. When
You
was
weren't-
this?
This was at North,
This was at
Western.
Northwestern. I think we're juniors.
and we went to a pajama party, but it was around Halloween.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember. For
Wow,
some
and I'm
reason,
forgetting
Mare,
the details.
you were not there.
I don't know.
I don't know
where-
why. I think maybe you
Was
had something
it-
going on.
I think it was Halloween because it was like a costume thing. Because I remember other people being dressed up and not.
No, the theme was pajamas.
The theme was pajamas. Well, then maybe it wasn't Halloween.
Was it at like that rich guy's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had.
I was not
we had
there,
a
but-
fun. I had a little too much fun, but it was like one of those where we went and we like barely knew anybody, but it was like, oh wow, we're at this party, this event. That's like honestly what I think of Halloween. I just think of people just like in college or like if you don't like have families and stuff, like just going out and dressing up and just like getting plastered.
I'm,
And
like,
maybe
in-
that's like not
Yeah.
the right mindset, but like that's what so I don't
Yeah.
feel like
I mean,
I'm like
also it's not like a Christian holiday.
No.
right.
It's not like-
right.
Easter and you're going out and getting plastered. You know,
I
like
mean,
it's
like
it's
Mean
Halloween.
Girls, you know, it's the one night a year that girls can dress up really slutty and no one cares or says anything.
Yes.
And
Yes. That day and your wedding day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, maybe a little bit.
That's the one day you can like show cleavage in front of your like grandma.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You
I see,
know?
I see,
That's
see,
what I
okay,
mean,
yeah,
like-
yeah. Not like
I was
slutty,
like-
but like just like
I
a
was like-
hint of slut.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like
Mm.
you can wear a tight fitting dress and like your pastor's not going to think twice about it.
That's, I
Yeah.
guess that's true.
I guess this is a controversial too of like just Halloween like as Christians too, because you have like one spectrum of people who are like, I'm not even gonna say Halloween because it's
They
demonic,
say
and then the other
trick or
side,
treat, God bless. Is that what you mean?
yeah. So in other words, what you did in your childhood, Casey, was I think the best way.
Yeah.
Trick or treat, God bless.
I will say
Here's
I'm
the Bible.
super over the like Facebook posts about like how demonic it
lot.
is. Like, guys, chill.
Just don't lean into it then. Like,
Chill. You can put out
Right.
some pumpkins.
not
It's
that big of a
fine.
deal.
Yeah.
Also, I'm like some pump because I think it's rough because it like coincides with fall. So like anytime you put little like pumpkins or anything little fall, even like little cutesy ghosties,
Even, like, Carving
like, it's kinda
pumpkins.
cute.
Like, that's
Yeah.
kind of cute. That's fine.
Yeah,
I
you guys, it's just not
know.
that deep. Just chill.
No.
Just don't make it deep. I mean,
Okay.
you don't have to
Yeah.
go all out. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's it. Are you bringing down the mood?
Yes, for Mayor Brings Down
Okay.
the Mood, I'm also using ChatGPT to write ChatGPT.
Chubby
Chat- Guys, I can't talk
ChatGPT.
tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me. ChatGPT
PD.
to write a little cutesy story.
Okay,
Okay.
cute.
Okay.
I said, give me a funny short story about 3 friends named Casey, Meredith, and Kiara.
Oh, that's fun.
So let's dive in. I'm
Okay.
interested to see our personalities in the story.
Oh,
I know.
boy.
Let's see if it's
Let's see if
accurate.
it's. I know.
Yes.
Same.
Casey, Meredith, and this is called The Great Couch Delivery Fiasco. Again, another
this
title.
actually kind of sounds like
It
sounds
does.
like what
I
happened
feel like
with
it's going to
us.
work. Casey, Meredith, and Kiara had one mission. Get a free couch off an online marketplace.
No.
Stop
Wait.
it.
Get out.
Stop
Is
it.
listening?
Was
That's
it listening to
funny.
us?
I think it was listening.
That
That's
is funny.
I think it was
disgusting.
listening.
That's disgusting. It was listed as slightly used, but free was free. The only catch, they had to pick it up by 4 p.m. and none of them owned a truck. Accurate. So far, accurate.
So far, very
I'm
accurate.
replaying so many scenarios.
I'm
in
like,
my
okay,
head
Yeah.
right
well,
now.
we have a car that we can just like tie it to the top. That's where my mind's
Totally.
going right now.
Well, just the trunk is open.
yeah.
Right.
Don't worry, Casey said confidently. We'll make it work. That's usually when things went wrong.
Oh, that's good.
At 3 p.m., the three friends arrived at the seller's house, standing triumphantly next to Casey's tiny hatchback. The couch, twice the size of the car.
That's
This
hilarious.
is ... optimistic, Kiara said, chewing gum with a smirk.
Oh, gum chewer.
Okay,
Okay, I
smirky
love
sassy
gum.
girl.
Do you even
Relax.
chew gum?
I mean, yeah, sure. I like gum, I guess.
Sometimes, I guess. Relax. We just need a strategy, Casey insisted.
Exactly.
By 3:30, the strategy involved Meredith squished into the back seat with cushions on her lap, Kiara
That
hanging out of
sounds
the
right.
car's trunk
Yes.
to hold one armrest, and Casey
Okay.
driving with the other armrest sticking halfway through the driver's window.
Okay.
I like it.
Why do I have to ride in the trunk? Kiara shouted over the wind, which Kiara actually loves riding in the
That
trunk.
actually, well,
Yeah, fun fact.
please.
Fun fact.
I
Kara's
lo-
actually probably
okay.
going to ride in the trunk at Denver. So
Totally.
Actually,
There's
yeah,
gonna
no,
be seven
actually,
of us
I
in a 5-passenger car.
Actually,
so.
am going to be riding in the
But if
trunk,
you see
and
us,
I'm okay
mind
with
your
that.
business. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
none of your
Don't look at us.
business.
Don't get us pulled over. Hey, the detective that worked on my case and got, blood samples. Please
Yeah.
don't pull us over.
Please.
I mean,
we
we're
know
gonna be
you're
in a
listening
different
because you're
state,
obsessed
but-
with
Please
Kiara.
don't follow
so.
us.
Oh, so Kiara said, why do I have to ride in the trunk? You said you wanted the outdoor experience, Meredith teased, muffled under a cushion.
So Meredith.
That feels real.
So Meredith.
Just as they pulled out of the driveway, Casey tried to make a left turn. The couch shifted, blocking the steering wheel entirely. Guys,
I'm
Casey
terrified.
said, squinting over the top of the couch like a pirate peering out of a crow's nest.
Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Meredith shrieked, still buried in the cushions. The car drifted to the right, straight into a fast food drive-thru.
What?
Hi, welcome to Burger Blast. Can I take your order? Crackled the intercom.
What?
Casey, trying to maintain composure, leaned awkwardly toward the speaker, the couch still wedged against their face. There. Because it doesn't know if you're a boy or girl.
That's
Wedged against her
funny.
face. Yeah, 3 milkshakes? Question mark. Kiara poked her head out of the trunk. And extra fries!
Something I would say. Something I would
By
say.
the time they finally got the couch home, after a minor detour involving milkshakes and an almost towed car, it was 6 p.m. They stared at the couch, now perched triumphantly on the curb outside their apartment. You know, Kiara said, sipping her milkshake, it's kind of ugly.
Wait, that's
Meredith nodded. Yeah, and it smells weird. Casey sighed. Want to leave it here and order pizza? And just like that, the couch stayed on the curb,
No.
at least until another hopeful soul tried to take it the next morning.
Oh, that's.
after literally all of that.
I guess it was free, so we're not out anything.
Free's free. No,
Hey, and it was a good story. So honestly, something that we would do.
it kind of is.
Yeah, actually.
That's funny.
Except we would try our darndest to get up the stairs and get really pissed at each other, and then we would
Oh,
leave
yeah.
it in the hallway.
It would be like a whole friends pivot scenario, and then
100%.
Yeah.
Just
It would
get
end
so
up broken,
mad.
probably.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
That is fun, Mare. I like that. Honestly, it didn't really bring down the mood. It kept it where it was.
maintained it.
Weird
made
that
it
that's
mood. Way to
weird that
maintain
that's
the
been the
mood.
trend lately.
Yeah, it really has. Hmm.
Mhm.
That's funny.
That was good.
Well,
That was
anyway.
good.
We hope you guys have a fabulous Halloween. Hopefully we didn't scare you too bad. And send us pictures of what you dressed up as. We would
Yeah,
love
that's
to post
fun.
you on our stories.
If you need ideas for costumes,
we
I know you
obviously have a ton of ideas over
we
here.
have.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna like this all the more. Even though you can't see us, you know what we look like and what we have dressed before, just from our videos. So you can use us as inspiration.
That's true.
You
that's
can
true.
dress up as
For-
us.
You can dress up as us.
Mhm.
Maybe get some podcast equipment. You know.
Walk-
maybe some
I'm at podcast
uh,
for Halloween.
maybe some plaid Bermuda shorts and dress up as us
Mm.
in 6th grade.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of fun.
I want some
Just
transition
ideas.
lenses.
It's a purple flip flops.
Wait.
Yeah, we're making fun of you, Kiara.
I know. I kind of
Taylor.
miss my transition. Thank you.
Yeah.
I miss my
Taylor.
transition lenses. Also, did I tell you guys that because I'm legally blind, I can't get LASIK eye surgery?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, because I went to the eye doctor and he's like, your eyes are kind of still, they're at like -7 right now. And they're
So
still, it's so bad. And they're still like a little bit getting worse to the point where he's like, for a year, like it has to like maintain one level.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Whatever.
gosh.
Anyways, and they're like still getting worse. And he's like, if you do get LASIK, you might be at risk for like blindness or something.
Honestly, don't do LASIK. I think it's sketchy.
Really, in general.
100%. I'm against it.
Interesting.
Like,
do you
the
know
thing
someone who
is-
had a bad experience?
My aunt kind of doesn't have the best experience with it.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I would just say, like, you don't wake up in the morning and think about putting your contacts in or putting on your glasses because you've been doing it for so long. Just keep it
This
going.
is true. This
Just
is
keep
true.
it
And
going.
I think it would just be more for convenience sake, but to your point, like for what convenient? Because
Yeah.
I know that I'm gonna wake up and I need to for my glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to feel around in the dark, and that's just the reality.
In the pitch black.
Pitch black.
Cold.
darkness.
Plunged.
Flickering.
Why
With
is
the
so many
flickering
plunged and
lights.
flickering
And wide set eyes and mouths.
And like an unusually big smile.
and basements? Ugh.
Ugh, so
God,
many
do you have like a
basements.
favorite like spooky movie that you guys?
I really like Hocus
watch?
Pocus. I know it's
like-
kind of basic,
like
but I really like that
I
Coraline.
one.
mean, that's a good one.
Mm.
Okay, well, I was going like really, really different. Oculus. Have you ever seen Oculus?
Oh, we watched that together in college.
I really like that one.
Was I
actually.
there?
Now-
I don't know.
Mm,
I feel
don't
like
think
if
so.
I'm watching a scary movie, it's because Casey made me watch a scary
I
movie.
know, but I
So
don't remember
I
watching
think probably.
do you know what it's about?
I feel like we
Or have
watched
you
it in the
seen
guy's apartment.
that.
Oh, the one with the mirrors.
Yeah.
Which mirrors kind of, for a while after watching that movie, they freaked me out. But it's
I don't
just a good.
I don't
good
really
scary.
remember many scary movies I've watched because trauma. I
No,
blocked
that's
it out.
fair. That's fair. Because there is a line of like scary and then like what is too scary that it's going to hurt.
Is that her little hat?
Okay, Casey's showing us Mira's little like
Oh,
hard left, but Casey's
ladybug.
showing us Mira's ladybug costume. It looks
So
handmade.
Cute. Yeah.
It's like knitted.
Is it crocheted?
Get
Yeah,
out.
or maybe crocheted. Maybe I'm wrong.
So
Someone
That's
got it
actually
for
the
us.
cutest thing. You're gonna have to like keep that forever because that's the cutest thing.
Probably all my kids
Seriously.
will be a ladybug at some point.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry.
Very cute.
I had to just saw it and I had to check
No,
you.
I'm glad
Yeah.
that you showed us. Also, speaking of spooky, have you watched Woman of the Hour? It's a
No, is it
Netflix
good?
movie.
No, is it good?
I enjoyed it. So I listen to Crime Junkie, and it's like,
Mhm.
crime podcast. I enjoy listening to crime every once in a while in the daylight. Keep me on my
In
toes
the
of like
daylight.
what I need to do at night in a parking lot. If somebody's just like I like listen to it. Anyways, the latest podcast episode was with Anna Kendrick, and she was like kind of talking about it because she directed it. So it's like
oh,
her
I didn't know that.
directorial debut, and she kind of goes into it in the episode of like they were looking for a director, and Anna like had the like vision for it for 2 years, and so she's like, how would someone else create the vision that I've had? Anyways, long story short, is the director, but it is really good, and it's based off of a true story.
Oh.
Yeah, I watched a clip
Yeah.
today of it, like side by side of it on the show versus real life.
Oh, interesting. I didn't see that.
Yeah, and it
one.
was like pretty similar.
The whole thing. So, long story short, it's about this guy in the 70s who was a serial killer, would find women who were his victims, strangle them, essentially, like kind of create a relationship with them, strangle them to death. That's kind of like what it showed. And then he ended up going as his real name, and this was years after like he had his first like 10 plus murders, went on a dating show, and that's how like somebody kind of recognized him and told like the police about him, anything. So it kind of
Wait a
goes through the
minute.
story. So it's really Alcata something.
Was he I remember when I was younger, I watched a dating show on VH1 and they canceled it halfway through because one of the contestants was a murderer.
No, this happened in the 70s.
But was it like from?
Like the show is from the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well,
a whole nother situation.
I guess it's another one, I guess.
Man, so many murderous dating shows.
Weird.
I'm trying to look up his name because I can't remember.
I can't remember what it was. It's like,
I know.
Have you guys watched the Menendez stuff?
no, I haven't.
But I want to watch that.
Noah and I started the like dramatization one,
Yeah.
like the series, and it was
Mhm.
like it's directed by the same, or it's like the same people who made Dahmer. And I don't know if you watched that, but we started
Oh.
that one as well, and it was a little too graphic for us, so we stopped.
Okay.
And this was kind of the same. Like the first, it was very good, but it was like it was kind of gory. And
okay.
we just
Yeah, the
both kind of
gory,
were
I don't
like,
know if I
I don't
like.
need. I think I'll watch the like movie, like the real documentary on it,
Mm,
but I don't need to see it played out. I don't think.
no, that's fair. I did not. I mean, I enjoyed watching Dahmer because it was so like fascinating and well produced, but I didn't like it. Like I had to watch it like one episode like a week at a time because it was so
Yes.
dark.
Yes.
Like it was so dark. Like
It's
they
not bingeable
no,
because it's like
unless you're
it's
psychotic.
icky. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm probably a little psycho, but
Okay, so
You maybe
you
could do it.
watch it. Also, the murderer that I was talking about is Rodney Alcala is his name.
that's what it was.
look
Yeah. Is
The
he Native
storyline.
American?
I don't know, to be honest.
Let me look.
I'm not sure. She does a really good job. Like Anna Kendrick really does a good job directing it. She's in it too. She plays one of the victims. So yeah, if you're okay with storyline of, I mean, obviously it's like
Wait, so is
serial
he like
killer,
a
but
host of a game show?
Oh, he like went on as a participant.
Yeah.
Like Bachelorette number 1. Tell me about
Mhm.
yourself.
Oh, he's dead. Did you know that?
Yeah, he died kind of recently, right?
In 2021.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Well,
Uh,
you guys, we hope you have a great Halloween. Thanks for hanging
Yeah.
out with us.
Yeah, we were down. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
we brought
yeah.
it down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's
we brought it
okay.
down.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, we eventually got to the down mode. That's good.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's true.
yep.
But we hope you have a great Halloween. Show us your Halloween costumes. We'd love to post you on our
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
We'll show you what we're wearing or what our little girls are wearing. And follow us on Instagram. Write us an email at itsbeenforeverpod@gmail.com. Episodes come out every Wednesday.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So
Follow along if you want to be the first to listen.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We love your review. 5-star rating and review always helps us get to the top of every list. So email, subscribe, please do all the
list?
things. I don't
What
know,
list?
the list of podcasts. It actually does though. It boosts you
Every
up in the-
list.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
The
It's
charts.
true though.
we're climbing
Also-
the charts,
'Kay.
baby.
In a couple weeks we will be all together, so you have some fun exclusive content that you will be getting very shortly.
Woo.
So stay tuned for that. That will be the second, or I guess third weekend of November. So that'll be exciting. So follow along if you want to get a little insight into our lives when we're together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say check our stories coming up because there'll be a lot
Yes.
of content on there. Okay. Well,
Yes.
have a great night.
Have a
spooky
spooky
night.
Halloween. Stay safe.
Mhm.
Love you
Check your
guys.
candy.
Thanks for listening.
Be rude, be weird, stay alive.
God bless.
Wow. Trick or treat.
Bye.
God bless.
Trick or treat, God
Bye,
bless.
guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.